You are watching The Female Show with Nana Adjoa Sifa. This is The Female Show, the show that nails the exceptional stories of females in the agribusiness and food industry. You are watching The Female Show with Nana Adjoa Sifa.
Hello everyone. Good evening, right on this point, yeah. Welcome to The Female Show. I always say that this is the only show that mills the extraordinary stories of women in agribusiness industry. I hope you can see from my face that I am not well, but that is my passion, yeah. Even when I'm not well, I really want to do stuff. And I'm particular about this program. That is why I really want to do it. So pardon me, pardon my puffy eyes, pardon my face. It's all gonna be well. Today my guest is Fortune Kyei. She is my colleague at Giza. She's a project lead of a program we have recently implemented. So the program is called, the project is called Agroecological Entrepreneurship and Territorial Markets. It's been initiated by the Alliance for Food Security. She will mention the name, but we call it AFSA, and Guza is implementing it in Ghana. And she has been spearheading this project. Just last week, there was a country convening of the players, all the actors in these sectors. And we're going to hear more about the project, hear more about what happened during that time, and also know how you can benefit. If you just joined us, this is Richmond Media, and this is Female Show. I'm still struggling to make it, but let's do it, okay? Let's have that conviction that we can still do it. We are determined to make it happen, and I am so excited that my guest today is also determined. This part, the electricity problem in Ghana. So power, she's also facing power challenges in Ghana. But that is fine. So this is the Female Show. We're going to mill the exceptional stories of women in the agribusiness sector. But today, focus is on agroecology. I know that it's a mouthful, Agroecological Entrepreneurship Project. So, Amma, if you are there, I just want you to break this down. Agroecological entrepreneurship. This is huge. Okay. What does it mean when we say agroecological? What does it mean when we say entrepreneurship? What does it mean? And why did you even combine these two words? So we're going to hear this and more about the program. Fortune. Okay, so like I said, she's also facing some power challenges in Ghana, but the show will still continue because I hope that she will join us pretty soon. This is the Female Show right here in the UK, and we are live on Richmond Media. If you're on YouTube, we are live also on YouTube, Richmond Media on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, we are live on Facebook, Richmond Media, and you can also listen to us live on Richmond Radio. My guest tonight is Fortune Kyei, who is the lead of Agroecological Entrepreneurship Project initiated by AFSA and implemented in Ghana by Guza. Amma, if you are here, I was just asking you to help break the terms down because I don't know about agroecological entrepreneurship. When we say agroecological, what does it mean?
Okay. All right. Good evening, Nana. Good evening, lovely viewers of Nana. If you can hear me, my name, just as Nana has already said, is Fortune, and we are colleagues. We both work in Cruiser. And the term that she's struggling to mention Nana, can I be heard, please?
Yes, please, we can hear
Somewhere
you. Yeah.
in a village and my light has just gone off. So I am using my candles here. Hello, Nana.
Yes, we can hear you. Okay. Fortune is still struggling with um power in Ghana. I'm
Nana, can I
told
be
that.
heard now?
Yes, please. You can. You can. I can hear you.
Okay. Just as you mentioned, my name is Fortune Che, and we are both police at Guzakuza. The term that Nana is struggling to mention is very simple. It's called Agroecological Entrepreneurship and Territorial Markets. This is a project that is initiated by Alliance for Food Sovereignty in Africa. It is based in, when you look at the agribusiness value chain, there are so many key actors in there, and lots of them are using the agribusiness as a form of business. They are running it to make money and also to employ people. So agroecology, in its sense, simply means using the natural way of doing agribusiness or basically farming. It's got nothing to do with anything artificial. Whatever you are doing should be in its natural state where the climate wouldn't be affected, the health of people should be affected. Here in Ghana, a lot of people are so familiar with organic farming. A lot of people are familiar with the word or the term organic farming. So we can say that we embrace it that way. It is all agroecological farming seeks to achieve is that we're trying to mobilize all the AAEs that we Guzakuza we have under our umbrella and the rest of Ghana. We are mobilizing them. We will become one big movement. Then we will seek for we will seek for grants where we push for recognize we are pushing for recognition because I believe strongly that lots of people don't even know about agroecology, who are all that we are looking at are the markets that sell agroecological products. So market that sell products that are not chemical laced, products that are solely healthy, and that if people should consume, they will not fall sick or there wouldn't be any sort of health implications. So we are marrying the two, the AAEs and the TMs, because we both interconnect, because the farmer wouldn't produce and eat it alone. The farmer will produce, take it to the market for it to be sold. The consumer will go access it. So it's a value chain. Whatever affects me affects the other. So if all of us should come together under one big umbrella, that is one big movement, our voice will be heard. It wouldn't become voices, but it will become one loud voice. And whatever sound we are trying to make out there, it becomes clearer for everyone to hear us. So it's a value chain. so that we can move on. So, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Well done. You've broken it down to my level. So now I'm sure if somebody asks me what
Thank you,
agroecology
Nana.
means, I'll be able to tell them what it means. But then my concern is you talked about organic farming. So I was recently in Ghana and I visited a farm and the farmer said, okay, I'm doing organic farming. I was asking her what she meant by organic farming because I saw that all her neighbors were practicing and non-organic farming, so conventional farming. And then she said, "No, but I am not using chemicals, so mine is organic." So how looking at what you just said, how do you really identify those who are really practicing their agroecological entrepreneurship? You mentioned some steps, 6 points that the people need to fulfill. How, apart from the points, how do you make sure that they're really practicing this? Okay, I hope Amma can hear me. We are still struggling with internet, with power, with everything. But yes, like I said from the beginning, we're still determined to make this happen. So yes, once while we wait for Amma, I will still talk about the project. Like I said last week, there was a convening of the actors, the players in the agroecological entrepreneurship and territorial markets. These are huge words, and I want Amma to help us to break these times down so that women especially will be able to benefit from this project, which is being implemented by Gizakuza in Ghana and also initiated by AFSA. And so we are still waiting for Amma, but while we wait, I want to thank our sponsors, OA Pay. So if you are in the UK and are looking forward to sending money to Ghana or to Nigeria, OA Pay is your best bet. So OA Pay, you just download the app on your mobile phone and just click and send. We are giving you £10, and I mean the first time you use OA Pay, you get 10 solid pounds, and the coupon code you should use is Rich More. So RICHMO. Once you use the coupon code Rich More, you're going to get 10 solid pounds for free. So if you're looking for reliable and secure way to send money to Nigeria and to Ghana for now, you have to use OA Pay. That is the app I use to send money to Ghana and to Nigeria. And I can tell you that it is actually fast, it is safe, and reliable. So please use it. So thank you very much, OAPay, for sponsoring the female show. If you just joined us, this is the female show, the only show now that mills the exceptional stories of women in the food and agribusiness industry. We are talking about agroecological entrepreneurship and territorial markets today on Richmore Media. My guest tonight is Fortune Amache, who happens to be the project lead of the project in Ghana. So the project lead of the project, who happens to be the lead of a project in Ghana. The project is initiated by AFSA and implemented in Ghana by Muza Kuza. So Amma, welcome back.
Thank you so much, Nana. Where did you lose me?
You were talking about how we'll be able to identify those who are really practicing agroecology. Can you hear me?
Nana, your viewers need to pardon me because in my village here, the light has just been
No,
taken off, and I'm
we can
using
understand you. We can understand you, and we are not blaming you at all. I'm actually blaming electricity company of Ghana.
right.
No. Okay, so yeah.
Right. So if I missed the question, can you please repeat the question?
So can you take us through the steps that you look for? So the points you mentioned, 6 points or 7 points. Can you take us through those points and let us know? So if somebody is watching, how will the person know that they're actually practicing agroecology?
All right. So agroecology has a scientific basis, which is the 13 principles of agroecology. If you're practicing agroecology, then you should be applying these 13 principles of agroecology. Whatever you are producing, whatever you are doing, I mean, whatever business you are doing, it should conform to the principles of agroecology. So basically, for this very project that we are embarking on with AFSA, we are looking at agroecological entrepreneurs that are applying these 13 principles, at least 6 of them. We just want to be a bit relaxing because it is a transition. It is a transition where we are gradually working towards the total conquer of agroecology in the world. So it's a transition, and we believe strongly that if for nothing at all, if you are practicing or applying 6 of the principles of agroecology, then you are good to go. Then your business should also be registered here in Ghana. It should be registered legally here in Ghana. And then again, your business should be running a year and over, a year and over. And there is a monetary aspect to this project as well. And I wouldn't really want to talk about the monetary aspect of it, but these are the 4 basic things that will qualify somebody to be part of this project. Thank you.
Right. So I'm told that last week there was a convening. So you call it first convening of the players, right? In Ghana. What actually happened and how did you select these players?
Right. So before the convening, people were asked to share their data with us. The women that we already have under our umbrella, those that are practicing agroecology, we took data of them and we segregated them into groups where we selected a few. We were looking at least 25 of these AAEs and TMs. So we sent out invitations to them and we all convened in Koforidia NASCO Hotel. Uh, Basically, what do I go ahead and say what happened there? So
Yeah.
basically, the first convening for this project was just to, let the AAEs understand the project, the concept of the project. We just wanted them to get the in total of the project. And we also wanted to create a big umbrella where all of them will come under, and even those that are potentials and those that will be joining in it later would come under that fold. And in there, we also drew a clear roadmap as to how this whole project is going to go. So basically, these were the 3 things that we looked at: the understanding of the project that we are embarking on with AFSA, then the mobilization, as in maybe putting us together under one big umbrella, and the roadmap as to how this whole project is going to go. So basically, these were the things that we looked at during the first convening in Koforidia.
Right. So why Koforidua? Because we have so many cities in Ghana. Is it that Koforidua has the biggest number of the players, or why did you choose Koforidua? Why Koforidua?
All right. So why Koforidia? Because we divided Ghana into sub-regions, though we have regions, but we divided it into sub-regions, and we did a feasibility studies, and we realized that majority of these AAEs are in the Koforidua catchment area. I mean the eastern region of Ghana. That is where basically most of them that are in the middle belt, where we say the middle belt, that is where basically majority of them were. And so if we are to mobilize them under one big umbrella, why not go to them and just have that first convening with them. And it wasn't only those in the Koforidua catchment area, other people from other regions were also invited. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's amazing! So if you just joined us, this is the female show on Richmore Media right here in the UK. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook. So please subscribe to our YouTube and also to our Facebook. You can also listen to us live on Richmore Radio. Um, Today my guest is Fortune Omache, who happens to be the project lead for um agroecological entrepreneurship and territorial markets. Like I said, these are huge words, and I don't know how, but she has really done well by breaking these words down to my level, so now I understand. Well, we are listening to her. We want to know more about agroecology, especially now that climate change is a big issue, right? So we want to know how we can actually take care of the environment by practicing some principles like the principles she stated earlier. And so, how can I am big on women, right? So, how can women benefit from this project?
Yes, the Quizer has already been doing that job, and we just want to add on to the women that we have that are practicing agroecology and those that are in the territorial markets and they are working. So you realize that majority of them are I should say they are based in the rural areas, and some that are in the urban centers are not really being recognized because when we were doing interviews and all that, you realize most people do not even have an idea what agroecology is, not to even talk of territorial markets. So how these women will benefit is very simple. Their voices will be heard. There will be an opportunity for them to also sell their products and their businesses. There would also be the opportunity where we'd have inter-trading and intra-trading. There'll be the possibility where, or the platform where they will be shown how to access funds. Because most times when projects like this is mentioned, the first thing that comes to the mind of people is money. Money. Yes, you will be shown where the money is. But remember, when we come together as one and we are pushing for funds, it becomes very easy. So these are some of the benefits that the women would be able to get from this project.
Right. So, if somebody wants to access the benefits, how can they contact you? How can they get in touch?
It's very simple. I don't know if you can put uh, email address there or a number for them to contact. The women that are already with us, they know what we are doing, and we are still collecting data of these women. And those that are scattered around and they want to join in this project, they should kindly contact us for us to take their data and add them to the great movement that we are forming.
I love the fact that you are talking about data. So it means it's really specific. You're targeting the right people. And my concern is, how do you protect this data? So now we hear and we see people sending in surveys, sending in links for people to fill up and like stuff like that. Now there's data protection law, right? So sorry to put you on the spot, but how do you protect this data? I mean, the data of especially the women. But I also know that you're not working together. You're working with AFSA. So yeah, how
Yes.
do you make sure that
Yeah.
their data is safe?
All right. So before anybody shares her data with us, there is a talk, and there is a form as well for the person to fill, at least to give us her consent. So we don't do it in isolation, that we pick on an AAE or a TM and we just fill the data, we just fill the details. No, we speak with the person first for her to get the understanding better. And if she is willing, then we just key in the data and that's it.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, viewers and listeners, this is the female show, the only show in the world now that mills the exceptional stories of women in food and agribusiness. So today we're talking about agroecology. So we are talking about three huge words, right? Agroecological, entrepreneurship, territorial, and then market. I mean, market is really easy because we all go to the market every now and then. So we have our guest here for Chinche, who is leading a project, which I'm really particular about because it protects the environment and it also supports women and the youth. So the project is called Agroecological Entrepreneurship in Territorial Markets. And it's being initiated by the Alliance for Food Sovereignty in Africa and implemented in Ghana by Guza. So apart from Guza, I'm sure that there are other players also implementing in Africa, or there's only in Ghana. Is this project only implemented in Ghana? Okay. Can you hear me, Emma?
Yes, I can hear you, Nana.
Okay, so is this project implemented only in Ghana, or AFSA has similar projects across the continent or across the globe?
Yes, AFSA has other countries that are also running this project. So this project is not only being run in Ghana. Like I said, the movement is not only for Ghana. We are just mobilizing these people. I mean, the AAEs and the TMs. We are mobilizing them from the regional areas, and the umbrella will be a bigger one. So it's not being run only here in Ghana. It cuts across Africa.
Okay, so when we say AFSA, I mean the first time I heard about AFSA was when this program was being implemented. Who are they, or what is it, or where are they? What is AFSA, and what is the relationship between AFSA and Guza, and why are they implementing this? So three questions in one.
Okay. So when we say AFSA, I love the way they themselves they always try to explain who they are based on the words that are used in their um, the words that are used in their name. So Alliance for Food Sovereignty in Africa. Alliance simply means, bringing people together or bringing organizations together. That is the alliance that is formed. Then they are ensuring that food is secured and food is abundant. Climate is being protected. I might not do it so well like they would do it, but I believe your viewers would catch the drift. So, Alliance for Food Sovereignty in Africa, it's a big movement where they have lots of people, organizations under their umbrella, and they are pushing for agroecology and anything that has to do with climate adaptation, food sovereignty, how food should be abundant in Africa and the rest of the world. Food should not be in shortage. It should always be there.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we're talking about agroecological entrepreneurship. So when we talk about agroecological, it simply means protecting the environment. I mean, that's what I got from what the lead said. So we're protecting the environment. We're practicing safe methods that will actually protect the environment and the climate. We're also looking at people who can actually do it as a business. So we're looking at the entrepreneurship side of it, and we're also looking at the territorial market. So Amma, what do you mean by the territorial market? So, for example, if my mom is at, let's say, Agbogbloshi, Makola, or Kejetia, will they be considered as territorial market player?
Yes. Here in Ghana, for instance, you wouldn't have 100% territorial market where all the products that are being sold there are solely agroecological products. So if agroecological products are sold in the market, the percentage is high, then it is considered as territorial market. So yes, Agboglosi would be considered as a territorial market here in Ghana because
Even
major, Nana,
no, go on. Sorry, go on.
majority of the products that are being sold on the Agboglosi market are from basically from the villages. And these are women and men who are, putting in so much energy, so much effort, and they are bringing out products that are genuine, products that can be termed as organic. People misinterpret the word organic and all that, but it's acceptable when we come to agroecology here. So such products that are being sold on the market would, earn a market like Agboglosi to be a territorial market. So yes, if your mom is selling in Agboglosi market, it is part of territorial market.
Oh, okay. So if you're watching now and you know anybody selling in Nabugochi, Makola, or Kegetia, you better ask them to join the movement.
Awesome. Awesome.
Okay, so thank you very much, Amma. I really have learned a lot. Like I told you, I didn't know about agroecology. I didn't know about entrepreneur. I knew a bit about entrepreneurship, but these words are really huge. All right, but thank you for breaking them down. Uh, to my level, and I'm sure that my viewers and my listeners have also learned something from you and something from the project. I was also interested about the first convening. So it is done. Do you have any intention of having maybe a second convening or a third convening, or that was it?
Yes. There is going to be a second convening where this one, the first one, was basically the AAs and the TMs that came together to think about the roadmap and all that. The second convening, we would involve stakeholders as well. So yes, there's going to be a second convening, which will
And
be
where
put
would
out
that
there.
be? Is it going to be in
That,
Ghana or
that will
elsewhere?
be in the northern region of Ghana, Tamale.
Is there a specific date for that, or date is yet to be fixed?
Um, it will be in November. Yes, it will be in November. We are looking at the 14th, the 13th and the 14th of November.
Okay, so if you happen to be in Ghana in November, please go to Tamale. Do you have a venue yet?
It will be done on the UDS campus.
Oh, right. So
Yes,
if you are in
yeah.
Ghana, I mean, you don't need to be in Tamale to be able to go. If you are anywhere in Ghana in November, please move up north to Tamale, the University for Development Studies, and learn about these principles and learn about how we can together save the environment and the climate. So thank you very much, Amma. Do you have any last words for my viewers and listeners?
Yes, thank you so much, Nana, for having me here. My last words to your viewers is that we should all embrace agroecological entrepreneurship and territorial markets because the way the world is moving, we really need to be health conscious. And if we really care about our health, then agroecology is the way forward. That is what I can tell your viewers. So agroecology all the way. Thank you.
Agroecology all the way. Thank you very much for Chinche, the lead for the Agroecological Entrepreneurship and Territorial Market project being initiated by AFSA and implemented by Kuza in Ghana. My name is Nana Amponsah, and we have really made it because when we started, I mean, we had power issues from Ghana. I told you I wasn't well. You can actually look on my look at my face and see that I am not well. But yes, we've been able to make it. And wherever there is a will, there is always a way, and we have really made it. This is a female show. If you just joined us, we talked about agroecological entrepreneurship. They had a first convening in Ghana last week in Koforidua, and they are going to have a second one in Tamale in Ghana on the 13th and 14th November at the University for Development Studies. And so if you're in Ghana in November, please do well to attend. My name is Nana Josifa, and I am the host for the Female Show, the only show in the world now that mails the exceptional stories of women in food and agribusiness. You are watching us live from Richmond Media. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook. And you are also listening to us on Richmond Radio. Thank you very much for joining. And thank you to my proud sponsor, OFP. OA Pay if you are in England or UK and want to send money to Nigeria or Ghana. Kindly use OA Pay. So I said England or UK. If you're in the UK and you want to send money to Ghana or to England, please use OA Pay. That is what I use. It is the safest now, it's the fastest, and it is so convenient. You just have to download the app OA Pay from Google Play Store or your App Store, and just send your money. If you're using the coupon code RICHMO, RICHMO, you are going to get £10 free of charge. 10 good pounds free of charge. So what are you waiting for? Download the OA Pay app now and start sending money to Ghana or to Nigeria. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your time, and see you same time next week. Bye-bye from Richmond Media.
This is The Female Show with Nana Adjoa Sifa. You are watching The Female Show with Nana Adjoa Sifa. This is The Female Show, the show that nails the exceptional stories of females in the agribusiness and food industry. You are watching